Hey y'all, now I like a stromboli, but I don't want the bread today. So I'm going to take the meat and cheese that I would use in a stromboli and I'm going to put a little twist on it and we're going to make something different. I'm going to be cutting the meats up a little bit and I'm going to have to use some shredded cheese because I don't have any sliced mozzarella. I do have some sliced provolone, but I'm trying to use up some things that I have in my refrigerator. So come join me in the kitchen and let's make what I'm going to call a Stromboli Bake. I'm going to start this Stromboli Bake out by adding me a pot of water to the stove. I've added some salt to the water and a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to bring this to a boil and we're going to add in some pasta. Now this is what I'm going to be using, penne. You can use whatever pasta that you like or that you have available. I'm going to take some salami, some pepperoni, and some prosciutto, and I'm going to cut it up into smaller pieces and get that ready to go in our Stromboli Bake. Just take however much you want and just slice it however you want to slice it. I'm going to leave mine in fairly larger bites, but you can cut it however you want to. My water is boiling, so we're going to add our pasta in. I'm going to add in close to half of the box. I think that's going to be good right there. Now you want to cook this al dente, so I'm only going to cook mine probably about 8 minutes. I'll test it and see, but I don't want it completely done because this is going to be going in the oven. Okay, next up is my pepperoni. And again, I'm cutting mine in larger bites. Next, I'm just going to cut this prosciutto in large pieces. I've also got a little bit of red onion that's hanging out in the fridge. It needs to be used up, so I'm going to cut it in just little small pieces. And we're going to throw that in there too. Okay, my pasta is ready. I'm going to drain it, but I am going to reserve a little bit of the pasta water. To my drained pasta, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of butter. I want that to get all melted in there, just for a little added flavor. And now I'm going to add in some of my buttery garlic and herb seasoning. I'm going to be very generous with this. I'm just going to get that mixed up in there. Now I'm going to mix in the meat. I'm also going to go ahead and add in some marinara sauce. We're going to start with half a jar. You just want to get that all good and stirred up until everything is good and combined. I'm going to add a little bit of my pasta water in. Probably about a half a cup. And I'm going to stir it some more. I'm going to add a little bit more marinara and get that mixed in. I'm going to get a little taste of the noodles just to see where I'm at on my seasoning. I'm going to add a little bit more of the buttery garlic and herb in. I'm going to add my onion in. Get that all mixed in. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese in. And a little bit of mozzarella. I've got my oven set on 375. I've taken an 8x8 casserole dish and I've sprayed it with a nonstick cooking spray. You just want to transfer this to your casserole dish. I don't have any sliced mozzarella, so I am going to use some of the shredded on the top. But I do have some sliced provolone, so we're going to layer some of this on next. We're just going to go ahead and use the rest of it. Okay, we're going to pop this in a 375-degree oven for probably around 30 minutes. So here we go, fresh out of the oven, the Stromboli Bake. It's extremely hot, so we're going to let it sit here and rest for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to cut into it and serve us some up. And here we go. It's still really hot. So we're going to give it a couple more minutes and we'll give it a little taste. We got Keith in the house tonight. He is home, at least for the weekend. So he's going to give our Stromboli Bake a taste.
Awful cheesy.
You know me and my cheese.
We're good.
Pretty good.
We're good.
Hot. Enjoy.
Definitely.
Okay. I'm going to give it a taste too. Pretty good.
Is that what I said?
Yes, that's what you said. Okay, I'm gonna go eat. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sometimes you just want something a little bit different, and today was one of those days. I had the meats and some of the cheese hanging out in the fridge. They needed to be used up. What better way to do it? I thought that was a pretty good way to use up some tidbits of things that were hanging around. I was cooking for two today because Keith is at home. And we didn't actually want Strombolis. Now, I have made a Stromboli for one before in a video. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave it linked in the description box so that you can go check that one out also. I'll also leave it linked at the very end of this video. But if you did like the video, go give it a like. Share the video and make sure you leave me a comment below. I enjoy reading the comments and I try to always leave you a reply. I'll see you in the next video.